ever feel like you're about that far from being able to take on the whole world? Well, I felt that way just a short while ago. But now I've unleashed a secret to feeling just like Tiger Woods. My name is Vandermint, and if you give me 2 minutes of your time, I'm going to give you your own ticket to greatness by introducing you to the world's greatest golf bag. Watch as I share with you my own little self-indulgent secrets and help you carve your own path of debauchery. It may be hard to believe looking at me now, but just a short year ago, I was a complete dork. Sure, nature dealt me a lemon, but still, I was the guy we all know who makes things even worse by making some really bad choices. Well, luckily for me, fate intervened, and one day I found myself with a golf club in my hands. I played well, I enjoyed the game, but unfortunately, the bounces never seemed to go my way. As a social outcast, my only playing partner was my buddy Jack Daniels. But Jack wasn't welcome everywhere we went. I had to do something for Jack. That turned out to be life-changing, because that something became the world's greatest golf bag. Thank you, and welcome to the workshop where we're going to unveil to you today secrets on how to build the world's greatest golf bag. Now, members of our studio audience, and now you at home, can see that I had before me here everything it takes to build this bag and set you on your own path to greatness. All right, so here's what we have. For starters, a tournament golf bag. This one has a 10-inch diameter at the top. A bigger one will hold more stuff, but it's difficult to strap onto the back of a golf cart. Battery booster and power inverter. This battery booster has 2 inputs for a cigarette lighter adapter, one for the inverter to run a blender, and the other for the windshield washer pumps. Windshield washer pumps. I use 2. One for rum, for the frozen drinks, the other one for my buddy Jack. You'll get tubing with the pump, but you'll need extra to run the booze up from the bottom of the golf bag. Any blender that crushes ice is fine. I recommend one with a plastic jug and one that has a pulse feature to keep the frozen drinks smooth. You'll also need one extra 12-volt cigarette-style adapter, a half a sheet of plywood and some hardware, a couple of jugs for booze, and most importantly, a Viagra prescription for those new friends you're going to want to keep up with. I cut a round out of plywood to use as a shelf about 1/3 of the way down in the golf bag to hold up the blender. You'll need to cut a hole in the shelf to run the blender cord down to the inverter. I've sawed off some old golf clubs for effect, and I've also added in a solo cup dispenser. Very handy for shooters. I made a small plywood box to support the windshield wiper pumps and controls. The pumps are located here at the back of the box, and there's 2 leads to the toggles here at the front. Tubing runs from the windshield washer pumps through the back of the plywood box, down to the bottom of the golf bag, the rear pockets, and down into the liquor vessels.
Oh, this is delightful.
The best ever.
Good is this?
The blender is now plugged into the inverter, which I have in another outside pocket. The inverter is then plugged into the battery booster, along with the leads from the 2 windshield washer pumps, and then the whole thing is placed inside the bottom of the golf bag. And finally, we're ready for action. Get your ice and favorite daiquiri mix in the blender, hit the rum, and here we go. After essentially renovating the golf bag, I put my physical appearance through a little renovation as well.
We're going to fix you up good here today.
It wasn't long before people started to take notice, not just of the golf bag, but of me.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome. My life has changed, and yours can too. Putts that didn't fall before now seem routine. I may not have quite as much game as Tiger, but these days at the end of the tournament, I, and hopefully one day you, always seem to be in the final pairing.